Hey guys, this is Chris with RonBootsFarm, and today we're going to be talking about rabbits. Alright, so this is going to be the rabbit pen update video 2. We got it moved out of the barn, the big barn. You can see it's up there. If you see our other video back in the spring, we built this out of what's the word I'm trying to think of? Don't you hate that when you're filming and you can't think of the words won't come to mind? A crate. This is basically a crate that some playground equipment came in. It was delivered a year or two ago, and we just had it sitting there. We were thinking about building some rabbit cages, so Dad and I said, hey, we could just turn this into one and not have to use up a bunch of other lumber or go buy stuff. So it might look a little rickety, but none of it's level, none of it's plumb, but it was basically free. All I paid for was the hinges and the latches, which you can see right here, which I have to get 4 more, and the hardware cloth, and of course the lumber was left over. I paid for it previously, but it was left over from other projects. So the 4x4s as well, basically everything in there was left over. And again, this crate here, the main part, was something that a delivery that we got. So basically we got 4 pins. We still have to finish putting the wire on the doors. That's really the only thing we have to do, and get 4 more latches for the 2 doors down there. I bought 4 thinking 1 latch for each door, but then you could see that it was going to be better to have a latch at the top and bottom, so a raccoon or something like that couldn't pull one side of the door open. The doors, again, none of this is level or plumb. You can see that it's out of whack there, but we basically tried to make these 2 doors level and the 2 doors down here level. So kind of what I'm thinking is we got 4, we'll have a cage for a buck, 2 does eventually, and then like a grow out pen, and we'll just breed 1 doe at a time. When they're ready to be weaned, we can move them into another cage, and then probably what I would do then, never raised rabbits before, but I would like to have them on grass before slaughter, just like we have our chickens are able to get out and get some grass. So we do have our what we call the chicken tractor up there, but we could also use as a rabbit tractor. So the kits could go, I believe that's what you call baby rabbits, could go into the chicken tractor or rabbit tractor and be on grass for a few weeks until they hit the grow out weight, and we slaughtered them and put them in the freezer. Down here, I'm going to put some wire on the end, and then I'm going to figure out something for the front, either maybe just frame up kind of a frame like this with some wire that just hangs on nails, maybe 2 of them, or even maybe just some big plywood doors. I've got some leftover door hinges in the barn, but that way I could take them off when I wanted the chickens to get in there to be able to dig through the rabbit pellets that fall through. But when I wanted to save it for the garden, I could close the doors or hang those back on there, however I decide to do it, let it build up, and then shovel it out and take it right down there to the garden. So that's kind of our thoughts. I do have to do a little bit more work on this, nailing down some of this wire that we just tacked down. It's not nailed all the way. And again, I'm gonna next weekend take these doors off and put the wire on the doors. So, but yeah, for pretty much free. I think they turned out pretty good. We'll have to build some nesting boxes inside. I'll get some 1x8 or something like that, whatever I got left over in the barn. Put a piece in there for each one of them so that they have something to rest on, so they don't have to stand on that wire all the time. And of course, got to get some feeders and waterers and see how that works. On the 2 end ones, we can get the kind that go through and put them on the end. But in these middle ones, we're gonna have to see if we can put it, through the side, and the rabbit that would be in this cage would leave it alone. May end up having to put it in the door. We'll have to see how that works out. I have to get on YouTube here and watch some videos and catch up on some rabbit raising skills, since I've never done that. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. Again, looks kind of rickety and ramshackle, but for pretty much free, just a little bit of hardware and some hardware cloth and latches and hinges. I think it turned out pretty good. We'll try to finish it up on the next video and see if we can find someone around us selling rabbits. I know the local feed store has them sometimes, but it's just kind of random breeds, so we'll have to see what they got. Maybe we can get some there. We appreciate you watching as always, and we'll catch you on the next video.